Alright, Smackdown review time. Was happy that Fag Dangle wasn't on this show. At least you get one show where you don't have to see that motherfucker. That was good to start off with. Alright, starts with the highlight reel, Jericho, and this time at least it wasn't a complete disaster like the last highlight reel. You got Ryback coming out. Ryback, let me tell you, some people said that they enjoy this man's promos. And I have to ask, where are your brains at? Ryback, you can see that he just doesn't know how to cut a meaningful promo that's, going to be remembered and is effective. Every single time he's got to pace back and forth like a fucking mental patient. It's like, where is he going? He's walking, but he ain't getting anywhere. You can fucking see he's gonna like dig tracks into the fucking ring. He paces back and forth so much, looking like Goldberg with the fucking leather jacket and the beanie. The beanie, apparently he's joined Team Rocket. This is the rumor going around. He's joined Team Rocket. I don't understand. He's a Pokemon character. What is he? He sounds like a cartoon character. So maybe he is a fucking Pokemon character or some shit. But the promos are terrible. It's like every single time. And the way how he pronounces words just annoys me. He's always talking like this. Ryback rules, like he pushes his mouth all the way out. Just goofy. Every single thing about him is goofy. I hate him. How much more do I have to express that I hate this man? I've always hated this man. Once in a while I'll say some polite things about him because, I try to get as much positivity, but you gotta dig so deep, it ain't even fucking worth it. He sucks. End of story. Gives a sucker punch to Jericho. It seems like Teddy Long is, he's not the GM officially, but Booker T hasn't been there for some reason, so I don't even fucking know. Nothing even makes sense in this anymore. Teddy Long's making matches, even though he's not in charge. They just revert back to him being GM out of the blue. The first match is Kofi Kingston defeating Cody Rhodes, and they make Cody Rhodes look like a jobber once again. Look at Kofi Kingston botching the finish even. He goes for the disaster kick. He catches him with the Trouble in Paradise. A nice finish, but it would have been better if he could hit him in the face instead of in the fucking belly button. I mean, totally botching the finish there, showing that Kofi Kingston doesn't deserve to have the belt, even though the belt doesn't mean anything. He doesn't even deserve to be employed. The guy is a failure. He's never going to get beyond this mid-card, hell that he's in. He's never going to escape it. Might as well just give up on him. It's why continue on with somebody if they're never going to grow? They're just going to stay where they are. Mediocrity. What a standard. A standard of mediocrity and never moving beyond that. What kind of a life is that to live? You might as well just fucking kill yourself. I mean, tie a noose around your neck and then do the Trouble in Paradise off a fucking chair and just fucking hang yourself. God damn. Then you got Zeb Coulter cutting a promo. Once again, the man is brilliant on the mic. Just, it says every single rung is going to bring them closer to, their dream of America. Just, the guy's got a way with words. I like what he does. Then it's supposed to be Swagger and Langston, but instead it's just Del Rio going ape shit with a ladder. Ziggler drop kicks the ladder into Swagger's face. A lot of ladder shit. Some good, they're getting more hardcore leading up to this match. There's been some decent build-up. It seems promising. I think it might actually be a good match. If they don't fuck it up with some stupid shit, it actually seems like it's got some potential because it's somewhat exciting. Not like, oh my god, it's like, this might be decent. I don't understand. They're too much with the false advertising, though. They're going to have a match. It's not like I was chomping at the bit to see Swagger and Langston. But if they say they're going to give you a match, at least give you something, There's too much of like, oh, we're going to give you something. Oh, no, we're not. It's false advertising, and that ain't right. But nonetheless, a decent segment. But they gotta start delivering on what they promise, instead of doing all this bait and switch all the time. Then we got ourselves a good ass match. It's Dean Ambrose defeating Daniel Bryan, but by disqualification. A very good match. Some good moves, some hard hitting moves, so hard hitting that Ambrose legitimately fucks up his eye. He's got some fucking thing on his eye now because he got all bruised and battered from Daniel Bryan kicking him and shit. Kicked him in the face like 3 times with different drop kicks. Then that goof Kofi Kingston runs in and ruins the whole fucking thing. Isn't that just, isn't it just poetic justice that something good is destroyed by Kofi Kingston, a guy that nobody wants around? The smart people don't want him around. The retards do. The retards want him to be world champion. You know who should be a world champion? Dean Ambrose. The guy, just look at him. So fucking physical, going full force, taking all the shots to the face, doesn't act like a pussy and put his hands up like some people do, in the face. Just everything about him, he's the complete package. Ambrose is going to be something. When he breaks away from the Shield, whenever that happens, he's going to be a big star. I think that if everything goes right and they do everything the right way, you can have Ambrose be the next big thing, He's just got that potential. His facial expressions are excellent. It's everything you need. He's good on the mic. He's good with the promos. And, they should have a rematch with these guys. And, that actually has a finish. It would be good. They should, matter of fact, do it on Raw. Have them have a rematch and make it better. This was good, but I know that they could do even better than this, but it was a decent match. Then you got Mark Henry pulling trucks. They said it's a world record, but I don't think it was real. I kind of Googled it. I, typed in the phrase Mark Henry breaking the world record, and it was just all results. Nothing from like the Guinness Book of World Records. There was nothing being reported in any major newspaper or anything. It's pretty impressive pulling a bunch of fucking trucks, but, it's kind of pointless if it ain't fucking real. And I know you can say, hey, but wrestling ain't real. But you know what? If they're going to do shit like this, at least make that real. What the fuck is the point of wasting our time pulling trucks if it ain't even real? Because it doesn't even mean anything. He's involved with a feud with Sheamus, but Sheamus isn't even there. So I don't think it was real because I couldn't find anything about it. Then you got Big Show defeating Tensai in about a minute. Nothing special here. He attacks Brodus Clay after the match, and then Randy Orton runs in. Before the match, they had some boring-ass promo that ain't even worth talking about. Randy Orton fighting the Big Show for the 1,000th fucking time. Like I said, I cannot fucking wait. Take those fucking steroids and get the fuck out already, Randy. It's the same fucking shit week after week with this motherfucker. A boring-ass fucking wrestler. A boring fucking guy. Just every single thing about him I hate. Can't say one good thing about him anymore because he's just a fucking waste. He's a fucking waste of oxygen. They ain't gonna put him in the main events anymore because he's unreliable. They can't trust him with the roids. He might be put in the World Championship match and he could take roids and he could fuck up all the booking. That's why they don't do it. It's already been confirmed. I know people cry when I talk about it. Oh, you can't say Randy Orton. He couldn't be in the main event. It's already been confirmed. PW Torch, Wade Keller confirmed it already. One of those guys, James Caldwell, whoever it was on PW Torch when he got suspended for the 60 days, and it was confirmed that he ain't going to be in the main events for a very fucking long time. Then it's Caitlyn with the Secret Admirer, and it's the PG fucking dumbass portion of the show. Kali has a mask on. Budokan. Once again, this long-chinned retard with gigantism comes on, and they're once again exploiting him in a disgusting fashion. He can barely even talk, sounding like a fucking idiot. It's quite obvious he's got problems, and they still have him come out there with the mask on. Then after that, the camera shifts away, comes back to him, and he's got a Cody Rhodes mustache. Fucking ridiculous. Not funny at all, just fucking retarded. I did like a sarcastic laugh when this came on, because I'm like, this shit's it's fucking dumb. It's like you'd really have to dumb yourself down, get a lobotomy, fucking, overdose on pills or some shit to appreciate this. It's a lame-ass fucking comedy. And I don't even see where there's a market for this kind of comedy. Because even kids ain't going to find this funny. Unless the kids are fucking retarded. I mean, wearing a mask, wearing a fake mustache. What type of comedy is this? This isn't comedy. This is retardation up the ass. It's like nobody would possibly find this funny. I think even retards would turn their nose up at this. That's how bad it is. I mean, I don't think anybody would want to watch this. There's absolutely no, there's no market for it. There's nobody. There's no audience that would want to see Kali in a joke skit like this. And it's like, why do they do it? It's McMahon. He's a fucking retard. A subsection of retard that he's the only guy who finds this type of shit funny. Jericho defeating Ryback by disqualification. Lame finish, but a good match. Actually, a really good match. And one of the first guys to actually counter the shell shock. Jericho shows that he's worth keeping around. He might be a jobber, but at least he works with guys and brings them to acceptable match quality. Guys like Ryback that suck in the ring. When guys like Daniel Bryan and Jericho step in there, they show that they're truly the best because they could get fucking big oafs like Ryback to actually have a good match. And it was a good match. It had a lot of counters, and Ryback even, was more motivated. He did some more moves, a fall away slam. Some more versions of a power slam, different types of power moves. Things like a power wrestler should be doing. Power moves, not fucking doing nothing in there. Actually put in an effort. He takes him and, he rams his balls into the ring post. Disqualification. Not exactly a good finish leading into a major pay-per-view match, but, Jericho didn't job, so I guess that's good if that even matters anymore. So altogether, you had like some decent stuff on this show. Not an ultra exciting show, but some decent matches. It was acceptable quality tonight on SmackDown. Better wrestling than you had on Raw. You didn't have any like ultra awesome moments like with Brock Lesnar going to Triple H's office. But you had some decent wrestling quality, two, decent good matches, and, a good segment with the ladders once again, even if it was sort of a repeat from Raw. They did some different shit. So altogether, it was okay.